Yo, what's up guys? So today I'm going to show you how to properly overclock your PC in 2024. So yeah, first you want to get the software that your CPU supports. So for example, if you have like I guess a Intel CPU, there's software of that, official software for that. And or say if you have I guess a Ryzen CPU, there is software, so really based on your CPU. So this tutorial may vary. This tutorial is gonna really base on Intel, because I do have an Intel i5. So it will really vary. And I guess, yeah, there is a master utility for overclocking control. Now, I already have the software installed. So to really overclock and make your games better, the first method on your PC, you would want to download NVIDIA Control Center, which is not on my desktop. It is a free download. So yeah, NVIDIA control panel, and then I'll show Control Center, so it should load up. Where is it? Okay, yeah, so here you go, NVIDIA control panel. So this does really help with overclocking. So, and the third method, that would be the Intel. The second method also would be NVIDIA. So this tutorial will vary on which GPU you have, which I would say most people would have a NVIDIA, and this doesn't, for if you have NVIDIA GPU, the software doesn't vary. Now if you have a Radeon CPU, this tutorial is not for you. Comment down below if I should do a tutorial for Radeon. Now so you adjust image settings with preview. So yeah, you basically want to find the settings that are best for you, like quality and performance. So you can let it decide, use the advanced image settings or preference quality. So do you prefer balanced, or performance over quality, or quality over performance? So I usually prefer quality over performance, because already my the games run just good. So I don't have to tweak much here, and then manage 3D settings. So if you want to mess with that, honestly, I'm not gonna mess with the settings too much, because I kind of have all the in game. I kind of have just all the settings there for me. But if you want to mess with all these, so like image scaling, anti-analyzing, all these very helpful. Low latency mode, max frame rate, so you can have that on and just push it. What I usually do is, just when I'm in the game I want to play, say Fortnite for example, I just tweak it, and then I get the FPS performance I want. So it's not that big deal if you use control panel for these settings. But these settings are very helpful, because once you load up the games, it would have just there waiting for you. Another one is, I would say virtual sync too, very helpful. Use the 3D application setting. So yeah, I guess configure sound, display. So change res for display. I don't think this would help, but highly recommend doing it, so your gaming performance is very smooth. And for reference, I am on a 144 hertz monitor, not a 60. And I think it's 1920. Yeah. So yeah, just pick that, and you would have a much smoother game performance. And you could use NVIDIA colors or default colors. I usually use default because it looks good already. But if you want to use NVIDIA, that will help too. And just desktop colors. Okay, so this is where you really gets down. Video color settings. So for my monitor, I can adjust the brightness to like, so you can adjust the brightness, contrast, hue, and saturation. So I use video player settings, but if I use it, I can adjust the brightness. I had it at 50, so like, let me set it to 50 perfectly. Okay, there. So I just use video player settings. You can use NVIDIA settings if that helps. With that, adjust video image settings. So apply these settings to my video content. So I guess if you're watching like say anime or a movie or a show, maybe even a YouTube video, this will affect you. So if you want like good gameplay for it to look good, this will very much vary. I use it. I always have this on. You can have it off. RTX video enhancement super resolution. You can have that on. I don't know what it does in quality. You could, I guess, boost it up or change it. And then so I don't have HDR. So if you do have an HDR monitor, that does apply to you. And yeah, so that's the first method on overclocking and getting your PC. Crap, it keeps turning off, but yeah, to get your PC running super smooth. Now for the second method, it is gonna be NVIDIA. Where is it? NVIDIA. Yeah, so it's gonna be in the NVIDIA app. It may need an update. I don't use this too much. So this is the second method for overclocking, and now you always want to have your drivers updated, always. So let me install that right now. I usually use Express or custom, doesn't matter. But now, so you can view graphics. So yeah. Wait. So once this installs, you could view graphics and then your system, and then you would be able to overclock it. But always have your drivers installed. Very important process. So yeah, give this couple minutes to install, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now the drivers are all ready and have been installed. So you want to head down to graphics in the NVIDIA app, and now it's kind of on you to like fix these. I'm just gonna tell you some basic stuff to do when you want to overclock in this app. So yeah, so I guess say take a game for example. I guess you can like change it from medium and stuff. So, but yeah, here. So once it has once the game is optimized, so my performance is, I guess, all the way up, so recommended performance. And yeah, you just want to go through it and just change the stuff you want to change, really. Actually, no, you can't really change anything. Oh no, you can change this. So the in-game settings, you want to just have it basic. And then the driver settings, you want to have it how you want it. Not going to tell you much about this, but yeah, max frame rate's off, load latency's off, DSR is off, but you can always turn these on when you want. And then I'm sure there's like, yeah, I guess, let me find a game with DSR. Yeah, okay, so I guess no game support, so you have to turn on DSR to edit that. And yeah, I think it's pretty simple for the second method. yeah, you just really edit it, and then saturation, boost, intensity, on, off, and detailed, or what was it? Default. My bad. I cannot talk today. But yeah, I would say it's pretty simple for the second method with overclocking and making your performance much, much better for your games. Now for system, this is a very good thing to, I guess, go back to, and you always want to have this for reference. I know it's not overclocking, but you always want to have this for reference to see like what's if your performance is still good or it's doing terribly after overclocking. So my GPU clock is 210 megahertz, so I think that's pretty good. I'm just gonna search it up if that's pretty good. So yeah, honestly, so I think the 200 megahertz is pretty good. Honestly, I'm looking at some articles. I feel like it's pretty good. So yeah, you always want to reference off this to see your VRAM clock and all that. Just in case it's doing good or you want to change anything, so you get it. Also, I can restore. I don't know what this does. I just don't want to restore it. So you can restore it, and yeah. So I guess it's been 20 days since I updated the VRAM turning. So yeah, another method, which is the preferred method, is Intel R. So that's if you have an Intel CPU, which I have an i5, and extreme tuning utility. And then so yeah, that's how you. I think this is how you properly overclock. I was just showing you some basic stuff, but this is the app that you absolutely need on your PC to overclock your CPU. So okay, so I guess so the last method doesn't work, but yeah, if it's compatible with your PC, then use it. That would be the best method to use. Also, MSI Afterburner. Yeah, so MSI Afterburner should work too as the last two methods. Yes. Okay, so this one I don't. Can I full window it? No. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty small. Okay, I can drag it. So I guess no, I don't want to download it. So I can up the core clock. I can up the memory clock. I can up the fan speed. It is 0. I guess settings. So you can mess with settings too if that helps. I doubt this would help, but yeah, if you can check your GPU clock, and then all that. Temp is 40 cc, 40 Celsius, so that is pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty much it on how to properly overclock 2024. So yeah, don't forget, join the Discord, and yeah, like and subscribe.